it was a cake she brought just in case. When we opened it, it was a 2-tier fondant jungle-themed cake with gold lettering and edible leaves. I had already sliced into the sheet cake sitting on the table. Reagan laughed and said, "Oops, didn't realize you'd already ordered one." Nobody touched hers. People took seconds of mine. One of my cousins later whispered that Reagan had posted photos of that cake on her story earlier in the week, clearly pre-planned, but I didn't react. My daughter smashed her slice of vanilla cake with both hands, frosting in her eyebrows. We took photos, cleaned up, and left without a word about the dress or the cake. 2 weeks later, Reagan posted a sonogram photo and captioned it with "Can't wait to meet you, little one." She was officially pregnant. A few days after that, she sent our mother the invite for a gender reveal party. It was being held at the same family friend's farm where I had hosted a small get-together after my own baby shower the year before. The decorations on the invitation matched the ones I had handmade back then, down to the watercolor banner and the font used for the baby's name initials. I didn't attend. I sent a short message through our mother wishing her well. That was it. Instead, I wrote a letter to my daughter and tucked it inside the keepsake box I'd started when I was pregnant, alongside her hospital bracelet, a tiny onesie, and the wrist tag with my last name. It felt like the right way to mark the moment. A week later, Reagan posted her nursery reveal online. It had the exact same wall color I'd used, sage green, and even the same wooden letter cutouts mounted over the crib. Fiona texted me a side-by-side comparison. We didn't say much. We just saved it. That month, I launched a second business. The idea had come to me during the late nights when my daughter wouldn't sleep. Custom baby keepsake kits. They included boxes with compartments, prompts for letters, a spot for their first lock of hair, tiny envelopes for photos, and handmade labels. I produced 100 units. They sold out in 12 days just through word of mouth and recommendations from parents groups. The next day, Reagan posted a story showing a mood board for a new project helping mothers create lasting memories. It featured mock-ups of memory boxes and pastel packaging. Fiona sent me the clip, no caption, just a screen recording and a sigh. I didn't reply. I didn't post anything. Instead, I contacted a small local hospital where we had delivered and offered to provide 10 kits per month for their newborn welcome packages. They agreed. I adjusted production, signed a contract, and added a new tab to my website for hospital inquiries. A few weeks later, we were all at a family lunch. My dad, stepmother, Reagan, her fiancé, and a few extended relatives. Someone casually asked Reagan how her business idea was going. She gave a vague answer about waiting on suppliers and finalizing designs. My stepmother, who had already bought 3 of my keepsake kits for coworkers, looked up from her plate but didn't say anything. I didn't speak either. The silence settled on the table like a fog. Reagan tried to pivot the conversation, talking about her growing social media presence and how she might start doing parenting tips soon. Then she looked directly at me and said something about how some people just can't handle it when others get influencer momentum. That was the only time I said anything. I didn't raise my voice or change my tone. I just said, "That's funny, I was thinking the same." The table cracked up. Even my dad, who usually stayed out of things, smiled and looked down at his plate. Reagan didn't say anything for the rest of the lunch. After that, I understood something clearly. I didn't need to defend myself. I didn't need to explain the copying or prove anything. Letting people compare us side by side wasn't my problem. It was my strategy. Reagan gave birth 3 months after her baby shower. She didn't tell me directly. I heard from our aunt, who forwarded the group announcement. I ordered a gift basket through a boutique service. It included a soft blanket, a baby book, organic bath items, and a small candle for her. I didn't attach a name or note, just the basket. It's delivered and done. Fiona told me Reagan received it in front of a few relatives, glanced at it, rolled her eyes, and muttered, "How original." She didn't open it, just set it aside like it was another ad sample. Later that day, she posted a story showing the unopened basket on her kitchen counter with the caption, "Some people just don't know how to be original." It was screenshotted and passed quietly around our cousin group chat. Nobody responded to her post, but from that day on,